Cabinet has approved a commission of inquiry into the snooping scandal involving the Gujarat government under Section 3 of the Commission of Inquiry Act 1952. Remember, this was an extremely controversial case where there are allegations of snooping on a young woman in Gujarat. The Gujarat government, however, saying that they were keeping an eye on her at the request of her parents, her father rather. Sunil Prabhu joining us on the phone line for more. Sunil, interesting timing of this, and finally the government moving forward and ordering a commission of inquiry into Snoopgate.
That's right. In fact, it was on the anvil. It was well aware that the cabinet was going to take this decision, but finally they decided to act. The reason behind it is because it was just not confined to Gujarat, but also to the state of Karnataka, and that's the reason why they have decided to go ahead under the Section 3 of the Commission of Inquiries Act 1952, where the appropriate government can take the necessary reaction when action when it involves more than two states. So that's the reason, and it will be the Commission of Inquiry. The judge will be appointed in consultation with the Chief Justice of India, and the report will be placed in Parliament as mandated by law. After, of course, the Cabinet looks at the recommendations of that Commission of Inquiry, gives an action-taken report.
All right, Sunil, just to remind our viewers about this entire case, the BJP has, of course, since it broke that the Gujarat government was spying on this young woman and listening into her conversations, tracking her movement, that there was an entire team of the police that was involved in this. They have sought to explain it as providing safety for this young woman, and now clearly an inquiry into this entire matter.
That's right. I mean, just to really bring our viewers to understand the entire implications, there was a reference that was made to the President of India. The President of India then referring it to the government through the Prime Minister to the Home Ministry. The Home Ministry, in consultation with the Law Department and the Legal Department, getting the opinion, because it involves, as we say, not only the state of Gujarat about looking into an individual or a woman confined to that state alone, but also to the state of Karnataka, where she had also gone in. And it's in this backdrop that the decision was taken by the cabinet this morning. It was a long and lengthy cabinet, and they finally decided to appoint under Section 3 of the Commission of Inquiries Act a judge which will look into these findings. And as I said, once, of course, the Commission of Inquiry appoints the judge, they will go ahead and form, they will place the report, and then, of course, it will be placed in Parliament with an action-taken report with the approval of the Union Cabinet.
All right, Sunil, and of course, massive embarrassment this will be for the BJP, especially given Narendra Modi is their prime ministerial candidate.
Well, this will always be seen as a political case, and there's no two ways about it. The UPA government was clearly not sure one way or the other whether they should have gone ahead with this entire decision, but having seen the implications of this entire issue, they have decided to go to its logical conclusion. There will be a huge political fallout. There will be people from the NDA, from the BJP, who will accuse the government of playing politics. But one way or the other, the facts speak for themselves. The cabinet has taken a decision, and now we'll have to wait and see and watch how this plays out. But this is, of course, after the President of India had referred the entire matter, after women organizations had gone through him and appealed and asked him to and sought justice from him. So it's in this backdrop that the government of India taking this political decision. Some would argue, as you're rightly saying, Gargi, that this will affect the UPA government. So this is a witch hunting against the NDA's prime ministerial candidate and Gujarat Chief Minister Narendra Modi. But nevertheless, the whole story is that they have decided to go ahead with this decision. There is already a commission of inquiry in the state of Gujarat, but how this will play out, is going to be interesting because can there be two commission of inquiries looking into the same issue? Probably not, but the government, in its wisdom, because it feels it has the jurisdiction not only of Gujarat but also of the state of Karnataka, where the girl visited. It's in this context that this entire decision of constituting a commission of inquiry has taken place.
All right, Sunil, once again, would you tell us what happens now? Who will head this inquiry and will it be several people? If you could just take us through that.
Well, the process of the commission of inquiry is such that once the notification is done, after the cabinet minutes are approved, the Ministry of Home Affairs, in the consultation with the law minister, who will then consult the Chief Justice of India and appoint a sitting judge of the Supreme Court or a retired Supreme Court judge, depending on the availability, to look into this entire matter. It can consist of more than one member, and then, of course, a chairman will be appointed, and then they will go through this entire process. And both, as I said, they will have to submit the report within the 6 months period of the commission of the time constituted, and then they will place a report, an inquiry report, which the cabinet will look at, deliberate, then decide whether an action taking report should be placed, and then it will be placed in Parliament.